Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, Filipino engineers built glowing street lamp powered entirely by soil bacteria, no wires, no grid, just living energy. I don't know whether it is a news or it is a fake one, but whatever it is, it's really fascinating when we talk about the sustainable energy. Now the another one. Mumbai woman dished dustbin for 5 years, reveals her secrets to low waste living. This I can 100% agree with, because this is the one which we all are trying for. Our sustainable lifestyle focuses on this as well. So ladies and gentlemen, sustainable living is not something that is impossible. It's really possible. Just we need little bit consideration, concentration, and passion to heal the nature. I am Dr. Halima Sadia, your host for this evening, and I would like to tell you about Eco Visionaries Global Group, little bit about this. So Eco Visionaries Global Group is a group. We believe in sustainable lifestyle, and along with that, we believe that there are areas where urgent need is required. Like if you talk about the e-waste, 62 million tons e-waste are just lying, and only 11% of e-waste has been, we can say, recycled or reused. And all these things are going to harm our planet. That's the reason why in September 2024, a few people around the globe gathered together and we established this global group that's called Eco Visionaries Global Group. And our mission is, I'll go on the mission now. So our mission is to inspire and educate people about sustainable practices, to cultivate a sense of responsibility towards environmental preservation, to drive impactful change through collaborative projects, advocacy, and knowledge sharing. These are our objectives, and all these objectives are aligned with the objective of SDGs by UN. What are our flagship initiatives? Our flagship initiatives are Green Ambassadors Program, Eco Education Series, Global Sustainability Conclaves. We have annual conferences, like 3 conferences in a year. We have Sustainable Lifestyle Practitioner and Trainer Certification Programs. And also we have Weekly Sustainability Summit, and this is one of them where we all are gathered here today. These are our services. We provide the green business support. We provide 30 hours green living challenge. We also provide the Eco Future Summits for the college and school students. And we also provide weekly sustainability programs and corporate and school and education support to be the green one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so far since September 2024 till now, what we have done, we have conducted 43 sustainability summits. Today is 43rd one. And we have conducted global leaders conferences on sustainability in Dubai, Maldives, and now we are going to conduct in Singapore in the month of December. And there are 1,000 beneficiaries, and we have 50 ambassadors, we have 15K followers, and we have 1 million views of our activities. Now, those who are new here, how can you be associated with us? You can be an ambassador, you can be a partner, you can be a sponsor, you can be a speaker, you can be a volunteer. And if all these are not possible, you can be a well-wisher, so that you can remember us in your duas and in your prayers. Now, we have already started Sustainable Lifestyle Challenge on 5th July. And we have some of the participants here, they themselves are going to speak up. And if you want to be the part of the another group that's going to start on 1st September, you are most welcome. You can be the part of that. Now we are going to celebrate our anniversary in September by unleashing the power of 17. Like 17 SDGs are there. So we are looking for 17 thought leaders. We are going to have 17 hours of live program without interruption. And we are going to all bring out the possibilities and probabilities and the problems related to the 17 SDGs. If you want to be the part of this, nominations are open. You can nominate yourself for this. Now coming to today's session. Today's session is not just a session, it's a global movement where we want the people to be cautious, to be responsible consumers, and to understand what are their responsibilities towards the sustainability of this planet. So these are the speakers, those who are going to be with us. And we are fortunate to have our green ambassadors, to have our well-wishers, to have our associates, and above all, we are fortunate to have Mr. Mohammad Shihab. Mr. Mohammad Shihab is today's keynote speaker. He is happiness consultant, ICF certified professional coach, host of Smile Shihab podcast, health justice advocate, sole proprietor of the Happiness Club, and oh my God, the best part is coming now. He is a grandfather. I can understand that all happiness is now in your lap because of being the grandfather. So his goal is just to make a difference in the world by bringing the smile on the faces of the people and spread happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to our keynote speaker for this evening, Mr. Mohammad Shihab. And with this, I welcome you all, each one of you present here, I welcome you. And I wish you a very fruitful, full of learning evening. Thank you very much, everyone. And now over to you, Mr. Shihab. You are muted, Mr. Shihab. Please unmute yourself.
I have to unmute myself and then I also have to share the screen.
Yes.
I have to share the screen. I will, yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, okay. I hope you can see my screen now.
Yes, it's visible.
Yes, Dr. Halima, Shadia, and the rest of the very esteemed members present here today. I'm really honored to actually be speaking to this esteemed audience about sustainability and leadership. When Dr. Halima gave me this topic, I thought I will talk about consumerism from the point of view of leadership, and then share some of my learnings, my that some of the lessons that I have learned through my journey of leadership. I would like very much, if possible, I would request the for you to drop in a message, a word, or something in the chat, that so that we can set the tone for the discussion. If you have any thoughts,
Yes. What do you want us to share?
just anything, what is on your mind right now.
Okay.
Happiness, being responsible. Yes, indeed, Mr. Subramaniam, we are so blessed. We are so blessed in so many ways. The people around us, the love that we have, uh, the family that we have, the friends that we have, the company that we have, uh, and it's very important for us, yes, Sama, to be conscious about, to be conscious and intentional about these relationships that we have. I'm so that is indeed what we are actually going to be talking about today. So uh, I don't know. Okay. So I would like us to ponder on this question. What are we producing through our leadership? Not in terms of outputs, but in how we feel others, how we make others feel in our presence. In my life, what I have learned along the way is whether as a community leader, whether as a corporate leader, or whether in any leadership role that we are in, even as a headmaster or as a teacher or as a school's administrator, I've seen what matters most is our presence. The fact that we are there, that people can count on us, is what makes the difference. So I would like to invite all of us to pause and to respond in the chat again. How is your leadership? What have you, what do you produce in your through your leadership? Whether it can be in a classroom, whether it can be in the community, it can be in the family. What do we produce? Yes, Vijay, that's Mr. Vijay, that's a very big blessing for people to be comfortable in our presence. Yes, Dr. Anjun, uh, this is a blessing again for people to be comfortable in our presence. And but why I would, in my experience, I have seen from my mentors that people are comfortable in their presence because they value people. It's only when we value people, people become comfortable in our presence. Now, I would like to just relate a moment that changed my life as a leader. Initially, I was a school head teacher, and then I became an assistant principal in a bigger school, and then I was a schools administrator, looking after all the schools outside of Male. And it was one day I was very frustrated with some of my colleagues, my junior colleagues, and then I was very upset. And then my immediate supervisor, the director general, and I have these daily conversations. We sit down, we talk about things, we talk about how to make things better, because we were actually looking after the most challenged schools in the country, because we were looking after the schools outside the capital city. So, and then I was sharing my frustration with him. And he told me, Shihab, I know you have invested a lot in their personal development. I know you have invested not only not only time but emotionally as well, to see them grow and to see them not only grow professionally but personally as well. But let me remind you, he said, if we expect in return for what we invest in people, then we become very frustrated people. We become it's we are not going to be able to go back home and sleep comfortably at night. So he said the most important thing in life is not to expect things from the people around you, but when something when something good happens, be grateful and show people that you are grateful. That has to be your output. So when we are able to shift that mindset from being somebody who consumes other people's gratitude to somebody who expresses gratitude to others, that changes the whole dynamics. Of course, I was not able to do that immediately. It took time, a lot of time, for me to embrace this philosophy and then to learn it. But now over the years, especially when I moved from the government to the private sector, that was one of the biggest learnings that helped me to climb to to become one of the to become the chief operating officer of one of the largest trading companies in the country. So this was a moment that I still remember. And then the from this, I would just like to move on to sustainable leadership. As I said earlier, the most important element of leadership that I have learned over the years is to be present. Present meaning to listen to people, to be there in their lows and in their highs, to show your face, to let people know that you are just either there or you're just a call away. And to be polite in how we respond to them, to be polite in how we react to them, respond to them, talk to them, and how we are seen around them. The other one is build compassionate structures. I remember this story. If I have time, Dr. Halima, I will just like to share this. In our company in Damas, we wanted to give people psychological safety. So what we did was on anniversaries, we asked people to give certificates to the management. So I remember because we wanted them to have a good time on the anniversary evening. I remember no one of the certificates I got on stage and I had to clamber up the stage and receive it from the chairman, the most angry person in the company. I mean, and it was something so exciting. People had something interesting to talk about, have make fun of for weeks and months to come. So I think, building this kind of structures where people can feel psychologically safe again is very important. The other one is when I was recently in the last government, I was in a position in the government, and then what I realized was we need more compassion in this world than anything else. We need people who are driven by purpose rather than the name tag that we have or the position that we hold. People who are so the three lessons that I have learned is presence, compassion, and purpose. That is what should drive leadership in this day and age. So I would like to relate this to SDG 12, which is on consumption, uh, which is on consumption as well as input and output, rather. So I think in terms of when we talk about leadership, I think it is how we consume trust and how we produce joy rather than fear, and then give emotional, psychological safety is the core element of your leadership. I remember, when I was in Damas, I was in Damas for almost 20 years. And I remember our chairman, he would let anybody talk to him about any discomfort that he had about the company. And I remember one day he was telling me, Shab, you come and give me these numbers, these figures. This is something that I already know. But come and tell me things that I wouldn't know. Come and tell me things that I will feel uncomfortable about. Come and tell me things that I would not like. I That was one very important lesson that I have learned. When something goes wrong, usually, in this day and age, people try to keep it away from the leaders. But I think leaders should make it psychologically safe for people to speak up and to express what is on their mind, right there, then and there. And then I know I've spoken long, but at the same time, I would just like to mention that in what I have learned is it's always hope. One of our very famous leaders have said, where there's no hope, where there's hope, there's growth, you know. So I think leadership should build hope for a better future and also a responsibility for a better future. So that is how I believe leadership can create kind of uh, the kind of sustainability that we're talking about. So to conclude, I would like to invite the ladies and gentlemen, the esteemed guests here to actually just drop in one word that you have from this conversation. It's not a conversation. I've been talking, but it's a conversation because we have also had your thoughts as well. I would be very glad, very honored to have a word, a phrase, something that's on your mind right now. Just drop a line in the chat. Happiness, yes. It's sustainability is about happiness actually. You know, I'm honestly hoping that in 2035 to have happiness
Yes.
conference across the Maldives. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, Vijay, and thank you, Dr. Prema. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I'm so grateful that I have had this opportunity, and I will close now.
Thank
I'll
you.
stop.
Thank you very much. A big round of applause. And I will carry with me the word presence. You know, whenever the people they need you, either over the phone or in person, we have to make it a point that yes, we are present there. My once again apology to the people, those who are trying to join, but we are not entering unknown people this evening due to some reasons. So my apology for that, but they can watch our program on the Facebook Live. Thank you very much, Muhammad Shihab Sahab. It was wonderful, very unique thoughts you have shared. And with this, on behalf of Ecovisionaries Global Group, we extend our gratitude from the bottom of our heart. Thank you very much for coming this evening. Yes, you can show your virtual appreciation for Mr. Shihab. All of you, please. And next, we have a person from Bukhatir Group. Al Bukhatir Group is a bigger group in UAE. And we have project director here, Dr. Syed Anwar Bari Sahab, who is our now regular advisor, regular contributor, regular speaker. And we are really grateful to Dr. Syed Anwar Bari Sahab to spare his valuable time, although I know that he is very, very busy and he has somewhere else his meeting. But in spite of his busy schedule, he is here. And I request him to kindly share his views and thoughts with us. Yes, Dr.
Ladies
Syed
and
Anwar Bari Sahab.
gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm Syed Anwar Bari, Project Director at Bukhatir Group. It is honored to speak on topic that very close to my heart, corporate social responsibility, CSR. Now, how it connect to sustainability and giving back to our planet. We often hear the term CSR in business meetings, annual report, website, but what does it really truly mean or really mean? CSR is not just about the charity or donation. It is about how company behaves, how it treat people, how it respect the environment, how it give back to society through its daily operation. CSR and sustainability, a strong bond. CSR play a very big role in a company's sustainability journey. It helps a company look beyond profit and think about its impact on the planet and the people. A company that cares about CSR may reduce waste and carbon emission, support local communities, promote eco-friendly packaging and green products. In simple words, CSR helps businesses to do right things while also building a good image and gaining public trust. CSR not just a responsibility, but a smart strategy. Now, can CSR be a growth strategy? Absolutely yes. Today, consumers are more aware and more responsible. They prefer brands that care for the environment, use ethical practice, and support fair labor. So when a business invests in CSR, it attracts loyal customer. It builds a strong brand reputation. It keeps employee proud and motivated. And yes, it even attracts investors who value long-term impact on short-term profit. CSR is no longer at an extra risk. It is a smart business move. Measuring CSR impact, what really matters? Finally, how do we measure the impact of CSR? It is not only about numbers, but also about stories and changes. We can ask how many people benefited from our programs? Did we reduce waste, energy use, plastics? Did our CSR lead to any positive behavior change in the community? We also look at the employee engagement, customer feedback, media coverage. This indicator help us understand whether our CSR is creating long-term values. Conclusion, every action count. In closing, let us remember that CSR is not a cost. It is investment in our planet, our people, or our future. When business give back to the planet, they don't just grow in size, they grow in the respect, value, and meaning. Let us build a future where every business lead with purpose and where success means more than profit. It means living the world better than we found it. Thank you. And one more point, I like Mr. Shihab idea, rethinking SDG 12. I like his word and emotional legacy. This is the he used, I believe, is the very correct word.
Thank you very much, Dr. Syed Anwar Bari Sahab. I think your talk is over.
Yeah, I'm sick today, so I cannot talk more because I have to go early. That's why I request you to.
Okay. So whatever you have
Yes, 3
spoken,
days I'm not there.
wonderful. Thank you
Yes.
very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to a very crucial point where you all are going to listen to the young ladies. And these young ladies are none other than our green ambassadors, those who are going to be the green ambassadors soon. And these are the ones who are on the journey of sustainable lifestyle. Every day they are practicing, they are reflecting, they are introspecting, they are performing a task, and every day they are realizing that how important it is to lead a sustainable lifestyle. So we have three wonderful ladies with us, three wonderful green warriors with us. We have Sama Ibrahim Didi, we have Dr. Anjum Nazir Qureshi, and we have Ranjita Raghavan. May I request Dr. Anjum Nazir Qureshi to please start with, followed by Ranjita Raghavan, and then Sama Ibrahim. Over to you, Dr. Anjum Qureshi.
Thank you, Dr. Halima ma'am, and it's really a pleasure being here. And today, I'll be speaking on like zero waste or waste reduction. But when we talk about waste reduction, or when we talk about having zero waste at our home, you must be thinking that okay, there is something that is being wasted at home, and how we are going to avoid, how we are going to reuse. But I want to say one thing. The only key to have zero waste lifestyle is decluttering your mind at the first step. You need to shift your mindset. You need to become more mindful of your consumption and adopt sustainable practices. This means that you should be evaluating your waste habits, minimize what you bring into your home, and give more importance to reusing, repurposing, and responsible disposal also. So it is about choosing consciously on like how you can use less of whatever you are buying, reducing waste production, and embracing a more intentional and sustainable way of life. So as I was talking about the mindset shift, yes, of course, you have to challenge the urge to buy more because we do it many times. We just go and we don't require, still we buy it. So before acquiring anything, you should ask yourself if you truly need it and if it aligns with your values and long terms. And sometimes we give like priority for quality, sometimes for quantity, but we should prioritize purchasing durable, high quality items that will last longer rather than going for disposable products. Because I know nowadays we just go for disposable products, and sometimes we just keep on talking about plastic pollution. But have you ever thought like how much pollution the disposable jars, disposable glass, and cups they have been causing? So we have to focus on experiences and try to practice letting go of things that we no longer need, no longer we are using it, and we need to understand that it is a positive step towards a more clutter-free and a sustainable lifestyle. You have to evaluate your waste habits, just identify what is the biggest source of waste and how you will be reducing it. You have to also minimize the consumption, like you need to reduce the amount of stuff before you bring it into your house. You should be mindful of your purchasing habits, and also you have to find an alternative to the disposable items, because most of the times, yes, we have many disposable items. Once we use it, we are just throwing it away, and we are increasing a lot of waste. And we need to understand that the waste that we are throwing in the dustbin, it goes to the landfill, and many of the countries still they don't have any proper system to utilize that waste or use it properly. They are simply dumped into the landfills in many countries still in the world. And when all these different types of waste are thrown at the same place, they just react, and there are so many chemical reactions, so much of harmful emissions that are coming up. So we have to be very conscious about it. But what can we do? Yes, it is very simple. So if we have something that can be reused, repurposed, so we have to go for its recycling. Think about how it can be used, and if there is something which cannot be reused or repurposed, so just find out new methods, because there is so much of help available online too, by which we can know how to recycle it. And nowadays, I think that even the e-waste, it is growing it is growing at a very large scale. In every home, you can find that mobiles that are unused, the chargers that we have, and many such things. In fact, pen drives and all. There are many such things. So we should know how we are going to use those e-waste, means how we are going to recycle it. Then, for getting rid of this, don't try to just throw away everything at once or decluttering everything at once. You have to focus on one area at a time. Like, just start from your study table. For example, if you just start from your study table or from your room, just see what all you can keep and what is not used, what you're no longer using. If you can donate it, if you can reuse it, or you can recycle it. Then you have to create a sorting system for the items.
May I request all the speakers to kindly adhere to the timing, because we have many speakers here.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anjum. It was wonderful sharing and
Okay,
beautiful suggestions how we have to avoid the waste and how we have to reduce it. Now over to you, Ranjita. Please give a big round of applause to Dr. Anjum Qureshi.
Thank you, ma'am.
And now Ranjita Raghavan, over to you, please, with a humble request of time adherence. Has Ranjita left? No, she is there. Yes.
Hello, everyone. Hope you all can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So thank you, Dr. Halima. It's my pleasure to be speaking on this platform. I am going to be speaking about the topic sustainable consumption. First of all, I would like to start by asking everyone to think about this. If you have realized that every time we buy something, we are making a choice, not just about what we want, but about the kind of world we want to live in. In fact, according to me, I feel it's like casting a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. But that is not how we usually make those purchases, right? Purchases is something that we don't even think about what our actions or what our consequences are about our actions. So that is what I'm here to talk about, sustainable consumption. Consumption is nothing but purchasing of our goods and services that we want in our daily lives, right? But sustainable consumption is where it becomes completely different, where we are actually thinking about the consequences of our purchase. So think about this: the coffee you drink, the clothes you wear, even the bag you carry home. It all leaves a footprint. And if everyone consumed like here in UAE, where I live, like how we are living right now, we would actually need 4 Earths to sustain us. 4. Just think about this. And what we don't think about is that we only have one Earth. One. And people are just going in that rut of daily consumption in a way. With one click we purchase, we are amassing things which we may need, may not need, with no thinking about the future. But here is the good news: we can do something about it. It is about making mindful choices. It's doing these simple things about asking, do I really need this? Where did it come from? What happens to it after I throw away? So when we choose eco-friendly products, we are buying less but better. We are supporting businesses that care for the planet. And we are not just shopping, we are shaping the future. And why does this matter? Because our small decisions add up. One reusable bag saves hundreds of plastic ones. One refillable bottle prevents thousands from ending up in oceans. And when enough of us make these changes, businesses notice. They realize they have to make changes to the way they run the business. And policies will shift. And we can eventually start building a healthier planet for the next generation. Like, I would like to share one example. A few years ago, I started carrying my own bags for groceries. It seemed like a small thing, but in a year, when I calculated my trips to the groceries, I've actually avoided close to 200 plastic bags. And here is what thank you so much, Dr. Halima. And here is what surprised me when I started doing this. After a few months, my friends also started following this, and they bought these eco-friendly reusable bags from me, and they also started following it. And that was a very proud moment for me. Now imagine if even 10% of the city's population did that. The impact would be massive. So here is what I believe. Sustainable consumption isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Not every time we can do what we preach, but that continuous intention to do what we believe will create an impact. And each of us have that power, whether it is through our choices, through our purchase, through our habits. So what I would urge all of you to, next time when you are about to buy something, pause and ask yourself, is this helping or hurting the planet? So I leave you with this. What will you vote for in the next purchase? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. It was very well presented and your style was really very attracting. Thank you very much, Ranjita Raghavan, for sharing with us. Thank you. Next, we have Sama Ibrahim Didi. Sama, over to you with a humble request of adhering to the timing of 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. My topic is about understanding sustainability, a way of life, but not as a trend. So, one thing I'd like to know is about embracing daily habits for a greener tomorrow. So, when we talk about sustainability, it's all about meeting the needs without compromising the future of our planets, which involve looking into our environmental, economic, and social balance as well. So I believe the main key pillars when we talk about sustainability is the environmental care that we need to be looking into, and the social well-being as well as the economic responsibility. So to have a healthy quality lifestyle with sustainability, we need to work on improving all these three aspects in our life. To do that, I believe that sustainability is a very long-term commitment, which is about changing lifestyle. So therefore, it's not a trend where temporarily we drive into the popularity, like once in a while we do something and then following through it. It's not like that. So it's a long-term process which we need lot of time in investing and making people aware about the steps, the simple steps or the daily lifestyle they are in. So when I started this course or these sessions, I have had a lot of awareness and reflection through how much of things that I'm doing, which is actually really unhealthy or impacting the environment and the earth with which we are living in. So, for example, like very simple thing is using metal straw once. Yes, like reducing the plastic usage also. So that is also something which we always already do in our daily lives, something we can try to improve. And also it's about shifting our mindset to a more deeper level in understanding the systematic changes. So likewise, I believe that we should try to make sustainability a way of life. So with our daily choices that impact the ecosystem, our climate and the health, we need to start taking small actions, which is going to be in return giving us a big result when we do it consistently with daily practices that can build a value of responsibility and respect as well as resilience among us. That would in return inspire the future generations to also practice these little habits that can help us in building a sustainable lifestyle. For example, the recycle bins, the reduce, reuse, recycle, and being more conscious in the things that we buy, like the others have mentioned, and use plant-based or low-impact diet and walking instead of cycling or driving, and also supporting the local and the ethical products. That these are some examples that we can look through for our daily lives. And in order to shift our mindset from the trend style to a permanent long-term issue, we can also talk about educating ourselves and the others about sustainability. And we can also set personal sustainable goals like we are doing in this course through the terms, through everyday challenges. And we can have journals or apps or habits that could improve our lifestyle. And we can inspire and like just now Ranjita shared about the experience about bag. So things like that, we can try to make sure that we inspire others and talk about it as much as possible to help them learn and understand better lifestyle ways. And just like focus on the progress rather than making it perfect. So these are kind of things that we need to do. And as a final thought, I think sustainability is not about a trend or a fashion, or it's all about our survival goals or survival needs we owe to ourselves and also the future generations. So once again, we should start with one small consistent action every day. It's not about inheriting the earth from the ancestors. It's about borrowing it and we trying to build it better future for our children as well. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sama, for your valuable sharing. And after these brave, beautiful, dynamic, and green warrior ladies, Let me invite Dr. B. Ramanathan from Singapore. Dr. B. Ramanathan is the Managing Director of ACE International, and he is associated with our organization, EduFam Training Services and Ecovisionaries Global Group since long. And today, Dr. Ram is going to share with us his valuable thoughts. Dr. Ram, over to you.
Good evening, all. Thank you, Dr. Halima, for making the day for us. It is wonderful to see the dignitaries and the audience who are going to talk about the sustainable environment to be protected for all. My topic is sustainable infrastructure, which is focusing on the way how to protect the planet without breaking the infrastructures and so on. Sustainable infrastructure is the main focus which we have to create and maintain for the future generation. And also we have to concentrate for the current generation who are practicing and doing the great things for us. 1 minute. It emphasizes the environmentally friendly, economically viable, and socially equitable solutions, which are emphasizing with the transportation, using of energy, consumption of water, and creating the green buildings. This approach is very crucial as of now for achieving the global climate challenge, which are targeting to sustain the world by adopting the Sustainable Development Goals and fostering the resilience for the global economy to be sustainable forever. We have to look for a few key aspects which are making us to keep the practices towards the sustainable infrastructure. Environment sustainability, which is minimizing the environmental impact through efficient resource which we are using now, reducing the greenhouse gas emission, and the conservation of the biodiversity. And another factor is economic viability, ensuring the long-term cost savings through the efficient resource management practices and reduced operating costs and potential revenue generation from the renewable energy sources. Another one is the social equity, which is going to improve the quality of life by providing access to the essential services like clean water, sanitation, energy, and transportation, particularly in underserved communities, because it is very much important to educate the communities to adapt well. Resilience and adaptation to design infrastructure and withstand to recover from natural disasters and extreme events, minimizing the damage and promoting the community resilience. Another important one is the circular economy principles. By utilizing the materials that are recyclable, reusable, and minimize the waste throughout the infrastructure in the life cycle. The next important one is the life cycle assessment. By considering the environmental, social, and economic importance of infrastructure from planning and design through the decommissioning of our things. Example of the sustainable infrastructure, green building to build and design with energy efficiency, water consumption, and sustainable materials in our mind as well as mindset. Renewable energy products, that is produced from the solar power, wind, that is the wind turbines, and hydroelectric power plants that reduce the reliance on fossil fuels. We have to reduce the fossil fuel consumption from the earth, not to be getting destroyed or overexploited. Efficient public transportation is the ultimate thing for using the public transportation through electric buses, bike sharing programs, and pedestrian-friendly urban planning to reduce the carbon emissions. Smart Nation Environment of Singapore, it is making the sense to adopt all these things for their efficient public transportation, and they are #1 in the world as of now. Water conservation systems, by by saving the rainwater harvesting, wastewater recycling, and efficient irrigation system, managing the water resources efficiently. Smart grids formulated the systems that optimize the energy distribution and consumption for the smart city environment and a sustainable environment. Sustainable materials could be utilized locally, sourced, recycled, and renewable materials in constructions are used. Nature-based solutions, integrated natural systems like wetlands and green spaces into infrastructure to improve the water quality, reduce flooding, and enhance the biodiversity. Benefits of sustainable infrastructure by reducing the environmental impact, using pollution control in an efficient manner, as well as effective control measures, conserving the resources, and mitigating the climate challenge by adopting the green energy solutions. Improved public health, also one of the important things, by the benefit of adopting sustainable infrastructure, which is going to reduce the air, water pollution, promoting the clean energy sources, and enhancing the urban mobility. We have to consider the cost-saving elements by reducing energy and water consumption, lowering the operation cost and the maintenance cost, as well as potentially generating revenue through renewable energy sales. Increasing the resilience, enabling the infrastructure to withstand and recover from extreme water events. Providing access to markets, job opportunities, and investment for creating efficient and effective economic growth. Ensuring the access to...
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It is really
Thank you
wonderful.
so much.
Yes, but I'm sure that if you would have been on the screen, the effect would have been wonderful. We missed
Thank
you. We missed your presence on the screen.
Suddenly, I got this transportation to Batam, so unable to provide the
Yes,
PowerPoint
yes.
slides.
Thank you. Thank you
Next
very
time we
much.
will do. Thank you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Dr. B. Ramanathan from Singapore. And with this, I think that we must give the chance to our young boy who is a student and who is representing the youth voice, Arshad Farina. Yes, Arshad, are you ready?
Hi, Dr. Halima. Am I audible?
Yes. Are you? Do you want to share a screen or you want to present verbally?
I will present verbally.
Okay. Okay. Then over to you. Please go ahead.
So good evening, everyone. And since we are running a little short on time, I'll try to keep my part as short and clear as possible as well. So introducing myself again, I am Arshad Farina, and I'm a final year student pursuing my bachelor's at Northwood University, Ras Al Khaimah, United Arab Emirates. And it's a real honor to be here and talking about sustainability and learning about sustainability like from experts like you all who are present at the summit. And once again, thank you, Dr. Halim and Dr. Dimitri, for inviting me and having me here. So, as the theme of this event is sustainable leadership, empowering people, purpose, and planet, I would like to share a few thoughts on youth leadership in sustainability. So, we often hear that young people are leaders of tomorrow, but I believe something a little bit different, which is I believe young people are already leading today because we can see around social media and all across the platforms that around the world we see students and young change makers who are raising their voices, they are taking actions and pushing for real change. From fighting climate change to reducing plastic waste to starting green businesses, and it's really truly inspiring for all of us to see those which is happening currently in this generation. And for me, the leadership for this is not about, it's not about like having big titles or being famous, but for me it's all about caring and taking small steps one at a time and making a difference even in small ways we can. So, and as youth, we have that energy and also we have that curiosity. We always that we can do, we can start right now where we are. And talking about this, I would like to share a small workshop that I'm going to do around September, October this year. So I have done a collaboration with Ministry of Education, UAE, and I am planning to do a school workshop for high school students, for government schools as well as private schools in the UAE, and I will be giving the awareness about single plastic ban in the UAE. So as you all know, they have banned the usage of plastic bags. Now they'll be implementing, and they are already working on plastic straws, plastic spoons, lunchbox, and every item that is related to plastic. And as Dr. Anjum Qureshi explained before that, it's very hard. There's the limit. There's very limited when it comes to the facilities. When it comes to recycling, it's very limited. So we should try our best to avoid those. And so this is like a workshop we can give for high school students that I'm going to do, because they are the next decision makers in the society. So for me, it's all about learning, and it's all about sharing and stepping up, even if it's just small project or small workshop that we can do. And I believe that every one of us has something special to offer to the society and to protect the environment. All we need is just the right support and the people who can believe in us and guide us. So these are some thoughts I had on this theme. And yeah, thank you so much for listening and giving me your time. And once again, thank you, Dr. Halima and Dr. Dimitri, for having me here. Thank you.
I have to unmute it. Wow, thank you very much, especially when we came to know about your initiative that you are going to take. God bless you and give you many more successes in life. And our wishes are with you. Thank you very much, Arshad, for sharing your ambition and plus your plan of action as well. God bless you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause and your love and affection to the young boy who is representing the youth voice here among us. Now, it's not possible without any guru. You know, without guru, you cannot perform. So whatever Arshad has performed, the credit goes to his guru, and guru is already present here in this meeting. Let me invite Dr. Dimitri Jayagora, who is a very passionate sustainability advocate, and he is professor at Bolton University, Ras Al Khaimah. Over to you, Dr. Dimitri Jayagora.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible and is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, yes, it is.
It's pretty simple. So sustainability, we all are talking, and I'm very honored to speak after great speakers, and very happy that after speaking after my student. And for us to achieve sustainability, we need leadership. These leaders can be from the come as teachers, can come as social leaders, can be political leaders, even though we don't like to talk much about them. So then we need the visionarity, delegation, creativity, and confidence in them, especially the communication abilities of these leaders to enhance people to follow sustainable lifestyle. So when we talk about sustainability and sustainable lifestyle and the leadership, we cannot avoid discussing about sustainable development goals. We have 17 amazing goals, out of which I believe these 3 are directly relating with proper sustainable leadership. Climate action, what action our leaders take and what action they ask us, the followers or the society, to take. And then peace, justice, and institutions. If there's no peace, it's very difficult for us to believe in good sustainability and justice for all. And then to do that, we need good institutions. To have good institutions in the society, we need good leaders. To do all these things, we need partnership for the goals. Any leadership goals, any political goal, any sustainable goals, to achieve anything, we need good partnership with organizations, with the governments, with political parties, with the local society, with the community, with everyone. So by doing that, we'll be able to achieve emerging trends in sustainable leadership. So we will have a lot of leadership trends, such as ethical consumerism, which we discussed just right now, Then sustainability in corporate governance, of course, we need that. Then long-term value creation, it will not end up soon. It will run for generations to come. And that is part of the sustainable development as well in the definition itself. Then long-term value creation, addressing societal challenges. So we will avoid most of the societal challenges, especially starting from poverty, from the sustainable development goals 1 to 17, then we can achieve that. Then integration on multilateral agreements, we can't do it alone. We need local level, governmental level, international level collaborations, and then decentralized execution, regardless of the location, regardless of the level, we have to start it and we have to execute it. Then organizational design of our organizations should start with sustainability, and they should be designed in a way that they're accepting sustainability. So thank you very much for listening. I hope that you will be a leader, and you are a leader, and you will continue to be a good sustainable leader. Thank you very much. Thanks from Sri Lanka and UAE.
Wow, Dr. Dimitri, you have proved yourself. It was so precise, it was so concise, and it was before time. Thank you very much. Short and crisp. So yes, these are the emerging trends in sustainable leadership, and we all are in the position of leadership, because leadership is not the position, it's the mindset. Even if you are not holding any prestigious position in any organization, but if you have the mindset of leadership, you cannot compromise on the things that's happening against your values. And value system plays very important role in the sustainable leadership. With this, I would like to invite Mr. Narendra Singh Ji, who has a very strong background of army and who is the president of You Are Born to Win organization, and he has trained thousands of students, adults, professionals. So Mr. Narendra Singh Ji, if you are there in the meeting, please unmute yourself and share your thoughts.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Halima. Thanks all the global eco-visionaries. And it is really a pleasure, and I'm really so fortunate to listen to all of you. And it was great learning as well. So I have very few points to share, and that is 3 points. The point number 1 is the better awareness leads to better choice, and better choice leads to better result. So what we are doing through these events, conferences, seminars, we are increasing the awareness in the people around us. So at least one person is affecting 10, 10 is affecting another 10, or 1. It goes. So better awareness leads to better awareness definitely will lead to the better results. If we are aware, we will have the better choice, and then we will have the better results. So please make a note. Better awareness leads to better choice, and better choice leads to better results. I think you can keep this statement. It will help a lot in every area, in terms of sustainability, in terms of your usage, in terms wherever you go. My second statement is become wasting conscious. Simple. I always promote this statement. So do not waste water, do not waste energy, do not waste food, do not waste any natural resource. It will lead to the sustainability for the future generation. Then third point is do it yourself. If I am doing for myself, promote in your family first. So the family is the most important unit. If I practice certain things in a right way, people around me will start practicing, and then I can definitely promote it into the society, to my friends, in my residential society, at my workplace. So small things, the cups we use, the glass we use for the water, everything. So use yourself and then promote. Similarly, wherever we are staying, there are some gardens. We can do the community work there together, sometimes once in a week. Start. So make a group of 2 persons, 4 persons, 8 persons, 10 persons involved from every block. People will come. If somebody is willing to take the initiative, people will come. So definitely, if we are vesting conscious, if we are better aware, so we can make the better choice, it will lead to the better results. And I'm sure if we follow these simple things at our family level, at our community level, at our society level, it will lead to the sustainable steps in all the things, wasting energy, anything. It is once we become the wasting conscious, it will help everywhere. So thank you so much, Dr. Halima. Thanks everyone, Commander Vijay Kumar, Nara sir, and
Thank you.
Mudgal, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Narendra Singh ji. Thank you very much for your valuable advices and suggestions. And we have now our green warrior, Ms. Hina Iqbal Mudgal. Ms. Hina Iqbal Mudgal is the participant of 2 global conferences, conference in Dubai and Maldives, and she is the prominent speaker at international platforms. She is HOD in her school in Kanpur, and she is really a sustainable advocate by heart and by birth. Over to you, Hina. Please share your screen and share your thoughts.
So, good evening once again, everybody. It's always a pleasure to hear about the Green Earth aspirants getting together. So today I was privileged to get the topic, am I audible? The topic of science of sustainability and classroom teaching and global impact. In my journey as a science mentor, I started with degree college, then I went to school, I did a business, and then I came back to school teaching. The role of a mentor, a teacher, has such a crucial impact on the thought process that parents often tell me that, madam, my child wants to follow what you and the teachers say rather than what the parents say. So to bring the change, I think classroom teaching has a very strong, sustainable influence. So for me as a mentor, I want to talk about the vital roles of science and sustainable education. And the sustainability in the education system is basically to integrate the environmental, economic, social factors, how the practices can be done at home with the help of the teaching practical things, how the children are taught about the hazardous effect of plastic, how they should reduce the use. Like we have started an activity of using steel tiffin boxes and bottles so that they don't, they understand that plastic shouldn't be, carried as a water bottles and tiffins also. So we are basically as educators play a very important role for the long-term well-being, and we are addressing to the global challenges like the climate change and the resource depletion. So every time the students are saying that they want to buy some new clothes for new occasions, we have always tried to incorporate the control and discipline of less buying. I mean, buy less, waste less. This is one thought and slogan which I've started because our school has started with the Cambridge curriculum this year. So buy less, waste less. I just had a meeting day before and I was telling the teachers, let's tell the children, give them small quotes and tags. So even for the climate change, when we did the July, the green campaign, so school education is actually helping and benefiting the students and the society by not only addressing to the global challenges, they are fostering the collaborative education system. The world is connecting. We had this COP 31 and COP 29 meet in our school. And our students are visiting to the other countries and talking about sustainable goals, and they're discussing about the steps towards a sustainable future. So whenever we are doing the collaboration and the interaction, all these things are helping the student to grow and to educate in a very critically and problem solving skills to develop. Like we're giving a lot of integrated projects to the students. Like this time in class 10th, I'm just sharing because when I lead the department, I give all the projects. I would always want to take up a session if there are teachers who want to learn, that all the projects and the activities which we gave in the summer vacations were all sustainable, sustainable thoughts. Even the little ones had those projects. The class 10th had the project of Ganga Action Plan, and how can we clean the water of Ganges, and what is the contribution. And similarly for the air pollution index, AQI. So I believe that each practice, when we start living a certain lifestyle, and yes, I would, because we have already pulled it quite long, sustainability in education is cultivating the critical and research-based thinking in other subjects also. So whenever we are integrating sustainability with mathematics, with English, I got a CBSE, workshop topic that whales and the dolphins are, getting extinct. So how can you help in the awareness? So when we are talking of sustainability, it's not only sustainability is not only not using plastics, but it is also sensitivity and awareness towards our living things around us. So as education goes on, I think we bring out the sensitization to the children to start loving the living things around us. So living thing is the living world, the birds, the animals, the pets, the stray animals. So next slide, please, just hold. So here, the global impact, the students as future sustainable leaders, they are empowering, they are becoming leaders who are going to take up sustainable education and driving global change. Now, the education for the global development, that is the ESD, it fosters the global sustainability by equipping the societies with essential knowledge, the community work, the behavioral change which is happening worldwide. You see that in the United Nations, one of the main forum is when the students and the teachers and the community get together and present the concepts there. So I think it's time that the education system should get more sensitized towards the sustainability and our practices. I think each and every mentor plays a very important role in going green. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very well researched paper. Thank you very much, Hina. It was really well presented. And yes, of course, education plays a vital role in not only spreading the awareness about sustainability, but also to promote the sustainable education, where the real purpose of education is being served. Thank you very much, Hina. And now we come to the end of this meeting. The last speaker for this evening is Mr. Nara Subramaniam from Malaysia. Mr. Nara is the chairperson of this Ecovisionaries Global Group, and he is the CEO of Resolve Asia Malaysia. And he is a gentleman who practically guides the businesses how to practice sustainable initiatives in their businesses. So over to you, Mr. Nara Subramaniam.
Thank you, Dr. Halima. I was thinking everybody has already spoken everything, so there was nothing much for me to speak. But really awesome presentation, awesome content, and a lot of research. You had wanted to know about corporate or business strategies for climate adaptation, and also the ethical aspects. What are the operational ethical changes that are taking place in personal, business, or government levels to cope with the current and future impact of climate change? So what is actually climate adaptation? When we look at climate adaptation, it's about adjusting our systems, our operations, the business infrastructure, and the behavior to reduce harm or take advantage of the new opportunities. So I found that there is no urgency. There is lots of opportunity, but we have not done enough. Businesses around the world have not done enough about climate change and climate adaptation. So why haven't we moved the needle yet? In the course of all my last 3 to 4 decades of work with many business leaders and also at grassroots change makers, I actually found that part of the problem is ethical operations. Climate change, climate adaptation, they are no longer just business goals. They are really cornerstone of those companies which are planning to become future-proof. If they are not serious about it, I think the rest of the world is going to continue suffering. You have all heard about the extreme weather. We keep talking about the extreme weather, the supply chain shocks which happened during the COVID time. And in recent times, you would have heard about the last 1 week, the huge rain flood which happened in Texas. More than 160, 170 people died. And what was the response? Ultimately, it is considered the most advanced nation in the world. And could they stop it? Could they prevent it? Is the US even supporting climate change, actions, things like the Paris Accord and all that? So what are businesses really doing? So the question which is actually confronting you and me, all of us, is are the CEOs, are the educators, the policymakers, or even the environmentalists doing enough? Can we afford to act? They say it's expensive, climate change and sustainability is expensive. But can we afford to act, or can we afford not to act? If we don't take action, it's only going to become worse. Something which I've heard of, and I think to myself very often, in today's age of disruption, the most sustainable strategy that we can actually do, we have to lead with conscience. Just now we heard about leadership and management. We need to be conscienceful. We need to also adapt with courage. We do not have enough courage among the people, among the leaders. So I had 5 notes which I actually talked about. I wanted to discuss it very quickly. Climate adaptation. And we said that this is the core business strategy. Ask yourself if your own business has already been stress tested. Have you tested your business with a stress test? Is it adequate for tomorrow's climate? What are the problems which is going to happen when the rain floods and the monsoon impacted Mumbai? We saw what happened there. So many people were impacted. So how about your business if it happens again? Monsoons come every year. How are we preparing for it? So are we just reacting, or are we going to engineer solutions? Number 2 is ethical operations. We have spoken so much about ethical. And what is ethical? Ethical, if you want to know what is ethical, I think you already know what is unethical. By knowing that, you know what is being ethical. So the people around us are not ethical enough. Are we ourselves being ethical? Ethics is not just a policy, right? It's about how we behave when no one is watching. So when raw material prices were surging, how do businesses take care of it? Now, with huge amount of tariffs all over the world, is it ethical? How are we going to react? How are each country and how each business are going to react? So ethics actually builds trust. And ultimately, trust is what is needed in the new world. How ethical is your organization? How ethical are the people you work with? If you want to know about climate adaptation, answer that question. And succession planning, this is my favorite topic. When we look at it, succession planning has still not succeeded. We are not able to find people to pass on our leadership to somebody else effective, or maybe more effective than us. That should be our challenge. Are your future leaders able to be resilient? Are they able to regenerate? And also, are they responsible in their decision making? Another reason why we have not succeeded in our SDGs, we have not fully aligned people, purpose, and planet. That was actually the topic today, right? Aligning people, purpose, and planet. So is sustainability still someone else's job? In many organizations, sustainability is just a department. It's not a direction. It's not a movement. It needs to be a movement. So it's time to fix it. It can't be just somebody else's job. And I think we heard just now from all of you so many wonderful things each and every one of you doing. But we need millions of people to do that. We need billions of people to actually do those things. So that's why it needs to be a movement. It cannot be a name on somebody's door. It cannot be a title. What about vision to execution? We came up with this sustainable future think tank after the first conference, and we say we want to do something. We have come out with 43 sessions already now. It's amazing. That is sustainability for you. So vision to execution, we need people to be able to execute. So if sustainability is truly a priority, does it show up in your budget? Look at the company's budgets. They don't have sustainability budget. If you're going to spend money, then it'll work. Okay, so it cannot be just in a CSR brochure or telling people I'm a green company. No, we need to spend money. So what does it cost us to change? And maybe we should ask, what will it cost us if we don't change? Thank you so much. I hope this has given you all some different side or different opinions.
You, Mr. Nara.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And yes, you have given us a thought to ponder upon, that only claiming that we are a sustainable company is not going to help, is not going to bring any change, any difference. Until unless, even if we do the small things at our personal level, we think that how much effort is required for that. And it is not an easy task. Ranjita is doing in this field. I know how difficult it is to sell the sustainable items. The people, they compare the pricing, and even they are so much habitual of buying those fashionable things without thinking of the environmental damage and all. So it is really very difficult. And a few days ago, I was in one of the speakers forum, and there I spoke on the same topic, sustainable lifestyle, why it is important. So the people, first of all, they said, there is no money in sustainability. If you work for sustainability, there is no money in this. Although I don't agree with this. Yeah. Even if with the point of view of money and making a profession out of this and career, it is a very, very area that is like upcoming area, I can say, upcoming field. Lots of scope is there, but we should know that how to utilize the opportunities.
Right.
So now we have question answer session. If somebody has some questions, somebody wants to add on, somebody wants to share something that we have already missed. So you are free to do that before we conclude this session, the important session. It was really a very enriching session today. I think Mr. Vijay Kumar has not spoken so far, and Dr. Prema Darling has not spoken anything so far.
But I have listened to all of them, so there is no need for me to talk. So I've been enriched by that.
Thank you
so much. I was fully into the listening mode today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And yes, Dr. Prema.
Thank you. All the speakers spoke so well, and they shared so many interesting insights. Thank you all of you. But I would also like to just add that sustainability is actually a top-down approach. It has to be from the top down. Be it in the corporate section, of course, the leader, the manager, the CEO of the company. The government sector, from the prime minister down to all the ministers. And at home, we as parents, we are the role models for our children. We have to show the way and guide them. And wherever we go, we should show by example. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful thought. And I have taken the last one. As parents, we have to show the way to our children. We are the ones who have to set the example before them. So officially now we are concluding, and I'm stopping the recording and live streaming. After that, if you want, you can speak. That will not be on record.